Hey there everyone, welcome back to Woodlander Studios. Today I'm going to be crafting an Outpost mech out of nothing but garbage, 3D printed parts, and whatever else I can get on hand. So let's not waste any more time and just get to work. To start things off, we're going to build out the main body of the mech using this old container that was used to hold a bunch of Legos. Oh yeah, and speaking of Legos, did you know my mech is around the same scale as these little guys? Next I'm carving out some holes so I can mount some cardboard tubes into it. This will give it some nice core strength. I'm also going to extend the body with some of these popcorn containers, then gluing it to the front with some of these wooden dowels. This is where I will attach the legs onto. Next I'm going to dig into my garbage bin and start building out the body of this mech, using things like dissected juice caps and this lid from a baby snack container that I've had forever. Next, I'll start building out the floor using some cardboard tubes and some cardboard. I have two of these containers from an old pressure washer. It also came with a bonus cap, tube, and this interesting thing that could be used for something. After a hole is drilled into it, I'll mount a wooden leg inside, then I can secure it onto the wooden dowel. Then I made some joints out of some juice caps. Then I just started building out the main form of the mech with whatever garbage I had on hand, including this U-wing piece, a kaleidoscope, this TIE fighter piece, a washing detergent cap, 3D printed part, and pretty much everything else. I have this piece from an old shelf that I've stuffed with all these different pieces of plastic to make it look like there was something underneath. This is a fun trick that I learned from Stutson Studio, who pretty much inspired this whole build. You should go check him out. Then I just keep adding on random bits of plastic that I just think is interesting. Then I built some decks on the back of the mech and gave them some supports with these cool I-beams. I'm also giving most of the decks on the side some of the same treatment. I'm also building a little crane mount right here to mount a crane onto later. And then I made some hydraulics out of some wooden dowels and these little plastic tubes. I made 4 of them and glued one on each of the legs. At this point, I just turned off the camera so I could just focus on detailing up the legs. So here they are, all detailed. Next, I'm detailing the undercarriage with some pieces of the Star Wars toy and some of these tape rolls. I'm also giving the top some machine guns, because this is an outpost, so you have to have machine guns. Next, I'm detailing up the crane. Sorry I don't have any good footage of this, but it should look pretty similar to this drawing that I definitely drew myself and definitely did not ask AI to do. Next, I'm detailing up the whole mech with some 3D printed details and the rhinestone rivets. After I sealed up all the cardboard surfaces with some glue, the construction was done. Then I took it outside to give it a coat of matte black spray paint. Next, I started laying down some color, starting with a dry brushing of silver, then solid colors of metallic blue, gold, bronze, red, regular blue, yellow, copper, and everything else. Next, I glued down some wood flooring that I made off camera out of some coffee stirring sticks. Also, a whole bunch of masks that I put on the top, back, and front of the mech. Next, I did the rigging. After that was done, I was pretty much almost done with the whole project, until disaster happened. So unfortunately, the fold-up table that I was using collapsed during the day, and I came back to find a broken mech. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it could have been much worse, but it was still pretty banged up. The decks were kind of broken, and the two back masts were definitely toast, so I would have to redo that. Also, the leg came loose, so I ripped it off, and I'm going to have to try and glue it back on. And also, most of the railings fell off. This was definitely a major setback, but nothing was too broken, so it's definitely fixable. Yay. With that all fixed, I could start working on the sails and flags. Lots of flags. I also put a ladder leading up the main mast to the crow's nest, which I definitely would not trust if I was at this scale. And I didn't get this on camera, but I gave everything a brown wash and a light silver dry brush off camera. And also, I tried freehand painting my Woodlander Studios logo onto this little door right here, because in this universe, I think this is where my shop would be. Don't believe me? Well, here's me just chilling out on my first mech, so it's definitely possible. Now it's time for details. The 3D printer has been hard at work printing all these different tables, barrels, and cargo. It took me an absolute eternity to paint all of it, but now comes the best part where we get to glue it all on. I also have a bunch of these miniatures that I painted off camera to glue on here too. I also made some smoke coming out of the smokestack up at the top of the mech. I started with some tinfoil and wrapped it in some polyfiber, airbrushed it black, and then tied everything together with a light dusting of brown through the airbrush. So the model's all finished, but I need to make a base for it too. So please enjoy this short instructional video on how to make a base in a little over a minute. To some catchy music, of course. Before we move on to the final shots, I have a little short story to share with y'all. Keep in mind, this has nothing to do with the first two. It's just a fun little story. So please sit back and enjoy.
Oi, Rex, can you give me a hand with this? Rex! Yeah, I'm talking to you.
What do you need me for this time?
Chang has put too much produce in the crates again. I can't lift them. So you lift them for me.
You should consider getting some more muscle.
I have, but they're too expensive.
I mean on yourself. Look at your arms. Do you even work out at all?
No, of course not. I'm the businessman, the public face. Why would I need to do that? If I was big and monstrous like you, I would scare away potential customers. It's all in the marketing scheme.
I'm not sure you even know what that means.
Don't you dare tell me what I mean. You just let me do the thinking and be charming for the customers, and you can just stand there being big and scary looking or something.
Fine. This thing is like 15 pounds.
15 pounds for you is like 1,500 for me. Just set it over there.
Okay, right.
Hey, you! Yes, you! I'm speaking to you. Yes, come here. You look like a man who could use a jug of fruit. Eh? Just look at it. So round and shiny and purple. It smells like we don't talk about the smell. So juicy and perfect. You want one? Wait, what? No, don't walk away. Don't! Hey, come back! Discounted at 15%! 20!
Hey, not intimidated or not interested, I wonder.
Zip it. Oi! Young lady! You! Yes, you! Come here! You look like you could use a juggle fruit. Look at it. So round and so purple and so juicy. And it's super easy to cut into. Look, and it smells like a squid. Yeah, but it's good. It's good for you. Come on. 20% off. 25? And she's gone. I hate marketing.
You should put up a sign or something.
I think they would be more likely to look at a sign than you screaming at them.
No! Signs are a sign of weakness. I will never put up a sign. You! Old man! Yes, you! You want a juggle fruit? I'm sure I'd be less likely to age as fast as you did. I mean, that came out so wrong. I'm so sorry. Hey, he's not coming back, is he?
Not likely, no.
What's the use?
Just let them come to you. You won't be disappointed.
But that's not part of the marketing scheme.
Fine, see if I care. I do find that when you embarrass yourself, it is quite amusing.
You just don't get it, do you?
Excuse me, sir. I have a question for you.
Told you so.
What can we do for you, sir? Me and my friend here, we're looking for a bunker for the journey to the desert region.
Desert region?
Oh, yes, absolutely. See that guy in the red jacket over there? He runs the whole outpost. He'll know if there's a spot open for you.
Thank you, sir. Owen, how much for the juggle fruit?
25 each.
Yeah. Keep the change.
Thank you. You're very generous.
No, sir. Thank you.
Well, it looks like we had the sale after all.
Did he say desert region?
Yes, I do believe he did.
I wasn't aware our mech was going to the desert region.
Neither was I.
Attention all! This is Captain Alderson. Please pack up all your merchandise and sellable items at the end of the day and report back to Outpost 9. We will be heading west to the desert region in 7 hours.
The desert region. Think of all those traders, mercenaries, and scavengers who are all so hot and so hungry. I bet you they haven't seen fruit like this before.
But I thought we were going to the coast to sell fish and fruits there.
Yes, new plan. We go to harsh climates where fruit is hard to come by. And when they see that we have it, they'll buy it all from us. And we'll come back here with our pockets full. Remember, my friend, it's all in the marketing scheme.
Yes, I know. But the desert region is full of bandits, mercenaries, and pirates. I don't think going there would be a good idea.
Nonsense! You're big, ugly, and scary looking. Anyone who would try to harm us would run away in terror at the sight of you. We'll be fine.
I don't know.
Look, how about this? 60-40. That's better than most people get paid around here. What do you say, old friend?
Fine. I'm still concerned about our safety, though.
Hey, there's nothing to worry about out there. What could go wrong?
Right. What could go wrong?
this video. Thanks to everyone who's watching this. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. Special thanks to all my subscribers who helped me pick out the theme for this one. Feel free to leave a comment below on what you think I should make next. And I'll see you all in the next video.